Good evening, everyone. Welcome to UCW Ultimate Championship Wrestling here on YouTube. We are kicking off this week with Kurt Hendrik from the A-Team going one-on-one with the cult classic Adrian Autumn. Take it away, Nick G989. And I will acknowledge I am receiving information that there is a slight feed issue with our alternate camera, so we'll hopefully get that taken care of fairly soon as the cult classic Adrian Autumn makes his entrance here tonight to a massive ovation. Yes, it has been confirmed in my headset here that the feed from the other camera is being worked on. It should be handled momentarily, and we should be able to have the multiple angles you are used to working properly here any minute now as this match begins. The USA chant already starting as Kurt Hendrik and Adrian Autumn circle each other. Of course, pay attention to Fabio Slam Stallone, the other member of the A-Team on the outside of the ring. He will do anything in his power to make sure that Kurt Hendrik picks up the win here behind referee's back. Referee Josh Post in charge of this matchup here. Hope everyone had a wonderful Good Friday, Easter weekend, Passover, or just a nice weekend in general. We're excited to be back here on YouTube as Adrian Autumn looks to go to work on Kurt Hendrik, blocking, stepping on the foot. Veteran maneuver from the rookie. Oh, but eats a back elbow right across the bridge of the nose, and a big old chop. Oh, but wait a second. Adrian says, you chop me, I chop you. 2-for-1 special on chops today. I don't know, Adrian Autumn worked at the butcher shop with all these chops he's delivering. Big old splash in the corner. And a nice body slam center of the ring. Adrian Autumn looking great here against the much more experienced Kurt Hendrik. There's Fabio Stallone getting on the ring apron. They're going to distract both Adrian Autumn and the referee. And yes, it does pay off there as Kurt Hendrik with a double axe to the back of the head. And now is going to bring out that ground and pound street dog-like mentality that Kurt Hendrik has. Driving a couple of boots into the midsection now of Adrian Autumn. Fists off the side of the head, absolutely pummeling this young man. Against the corner, running forearm shiver. Another back elbow there, and Adrian Autumn down. This could be a moment here. Adrian able to kick out at 2, much to the chagrin of both Kurt Hendrik and Fabio Stallone. The A-Team, of course, returning earlier this year as surprises during the Fight Club tournament to determine the #1 contender for Dios Salvador's UCW Television Championship, who at that time was won by Adrian Autumn. Just ate a DDT there from Kurt. And the A-Team have a little bit of revenge here in mind. Not only did Adrian Autumn defeat them, technically, one of them at least, in that tournament, but as we saw before, Adrian Autumn came out to protect Roy Williams. And that has made him the target of the A-team now. Neither Roy or Kyle are here tonight, thus making Adrian Autumn's job a little bit harder, but he is up to the challenge. Another big running back elbow, and followed up by the Bulldog. That has become the bread and butter of the Cult Classic. Kurt Hendrik able to kick out of that flurry of offense there. And Adrian is setting up for something here. Big old shoulder tackle. Big old shoulder tackle. Let's see what he can follow it up with. Spine buster. Didn't quite get the elevation he likes to get, but enough to plant Kurt Hendrik firmly into the mat. And now Adrian is looking to set up the kill here. Let's see what he has in mind. Watch Fabio Stallone, though, at ringside. And yeah, just like I thought. Oh, right in front of Ref Joe Bose. And that's going to be an instant disqualification as Fabio shoves Adrian back into the ring. Big old boot from the Canadian. And now the A-team are about to go to work on a defenseless Adrian Autumn here. I'm not sure what these two have planned, but I can guarantee you it's not good. It never is when these two are involved. Fabio go to the top here. What is he thinking about? Elbow drop to the spine. Oh, and is our second camera working properly now? The feed restored just in time to watch Adrian Autumn get wrecked. Wait a second. Well, that's the music of your new commissioner here, Monique Robinson.
Monique Robinson, the new commissioner. That's who I am. But if I'm here, you're not pulling it. So tonight, since you want to interfere, you, Fabio, one-on-one tonight with Adrian Autumn. Mr. Kurt Hendrik?
No, you're getting mixed up. I'm Kurt Hendrik, that's Fabio. And you're the one.
Yeah, you do. If you interfere again, you're banned. And if you stay there.
Well, after a brief mix-up,
And I just did.
after a brief mix-up of who is the A-team who, Monique Robinson declares that later on, Fabio Stallone will go against Adrian Autumn with Kurt Hendrik banned from ringside. If he shows up, he's sent him back to Canada. All right, but the next matchup, Hannah Henderson versus Slammin Sammy. The return of Hannah Henderson, tiny but mighty. We haven't seen her in several months, and the debut of Slammin Sammy. Nick G998, Nick G989, get ready to take it away. These two make their entrances. But Slammin Sammy not waiting for it. Cutting off Hannah Henderson, she's ready to go. These fans already massively excited to see Slammin Sammy. This youngster, relatively new to the game, but already making some waves, got a lot of chatter about her. Let's see what she does here against tiny but mighty Hannah Henderson. She is making her way back into the ring. And of course, Ingrid Isley, the current UCW Women's Champion, has been absent. Very adamant that there is no one that deserves the women's championship, so she's essentially holding it hostage right now. And this match officially underway. Ref J here. And we will see how these two do here in this one-on-one matchup inside the UCW women's division. Lock up here to start us off. Hannah going to work on Sammy's arm to start here. But Sammy able to counter. Nice wrist lock here. But Hannah also able to turn it around. Double wrist lock counter. Side headlock. Good counter there as well from Slammin Sammy. These two working very technical. I was going to say working technical until Hannah starts going for the hair there. That's a little bit more of the Hannah Henderson we've seen before.
Don't do that!
Hannah looks for a big splash, but Sammy able to get out of the way. Big splash of her own. And this crowd firmly behind Slammin Sammy. Another splash into the corner. Snapmare takedown. Against the ropes. Nice low cross body into the pin. Jay in good position. Only a 2 though. Hannah able to kick out early on in this match. You would have to consider it an upset here if Sammy is able to pick up the win. Oh, and a thumb to the eye. Oh, by a hair whip takedown. As I was saying, you would have to consider it an upset if Sammy is able to pick up the win here over Hannah. Hannah has been in UCW multiple times and has a much longer resume of experience than Slammin Sammy. But Slammin Sammy is very hungry. And she's being choked on the bottom, or the middle rope there, excuse me. Now Hannah is going to attempt to use her tiny but mighty power. She's very strong. Nice running European. And that's going to put Sammy in a prone position she does not want to be in. What does Hannah have in mind? Running hip attack, followed up by a stink face there. And drags Sammy out into a quick pin. She didn't waste a lot of time there. Good maneuver from Sammy, though still not, or a good maneuver from Hannah, but Sammy able to kick out. Excuse me. A couple of clubbing blows to the back there from Hannah Henderson. Sammy, though, trying to fight out of it, but so far, not happening. Hannah focusing on that neck and lower back. Nice headlock here. This is going to really wear down Slammin Sammy. Hannah has her in the size department despite being tiny but mighty. Sammy, though, deceptively strong. Able to get back to her feet a little quicker than I expected. Ducks the line. Nice takedown there, and another one swinging it like a baseball bat is Slammin Sammy. Drop kick there. And Hannah taking off of her game. Sammy looking for something here. Russian leg sweep, hits it flush into the pin. 2 count from Ref J. And this audience waits with bated breath to see what the next moment here is. Sammy thinking about a suplex on Tiny but Mighty. Hannah, though, stomp to the foot. Nice maneuver. Counters. Oh! Got her up there into that suplex driver. Sammy, though, kicks out at 1. Lots of heart in this young lady. Hannah now getting in the face of Ref J. Letting Sammy get to her breath. Look behind you, Hannah. Oh! Just like a... And that gets it for her, almost like a Uranagi, a modified boss man slam there. Lots of power on Sammy. Out of nowhere, she hits that maneuver. And Slammin Sammy picks up the win via pinfall over Tiny but Mighty Hannah Henderson. Sammy gonna go celebrate with these fans who have embraced her so quickly. Lots of potential here. Hopefully we'll see Sammy back inside the UCW. But now we are going to hear from High Guy on the eve of his birthday bash. Let's see what the High Guy has to say. He's looking, I mean, he's happy like always, but he's looking a little bit less happy maybe, a little bit more serious is High Guy right now.
Hey, what's up, Slammin? Having a good time tonight? See my boy Mike in the first row. Okay, we're doing good. Yeah, everybody's a lively bunch. Okay, we got time drive outs. So yeah. I'm High Guy, how would I not high five, dude? Anyways, I know that usually I like the part of the show where you're like, oh, let's just have fun, you know, I guess out here, but I'm feeling some way. I did not mean to leave you hanging. I just closed my eyes, deep in thought.
Wait a second, this is a surprise. It's the music and video of Azor. Azor, who has been kind of stalking High Guy. Azor believes that High Guy is secretly the Marshman, and he wants the UCW Ultimate Championship. We saw Azor all over High Guy during the Ultimate Games. Like I said, Azor has kind of been almost stalking High Guy, firmly believing that he is the Marshman, but no evidence really to prove it outside of, I guess, according to Azor, his smell. Azor's asking for a microphone from Nick G989. This is definitely a surprise.
Totally lost. I could not be more lost. I don't know what I did to offend you, but yeah, I don't know what it is I've done.
Oh, shot to the heart. If I was you, Nick and camera guy, I'd get out of this ring. Neither of these two were scheduled for a match, but referee Joe Bose is out here. Looks like this is going to be an official match. And Azor, like I said, Azor has just been all over High Guy, stalking him in firm belief that he is the Marshman. I've even seen him put Marshman's mask on High Guy. But there's a size difference there. Ooh. Irish whip chop there, a unique maneuver from the Gaijin. Oh, just tearing at the face and beard of High Guy. Azor, you can hear him, he just makes those sounds when he's in the ring. This new, more intense Azor that we saw arrive at Pinconning days broke the ring by slamming someone on it just like that. It was a day Azor fought two guys back to back. Azor just stalking High Guy, lurking around him in firm control. I don't know if he's trying to like bring out something. I mean, I know he's trying to bring out something in High Guy. The fans are behind him. I don't know. Azur just firmly believes that High Guy is the Marshman, and I don't see it. Oh, and Azur sweeps the leg. Again, these unique maneuvers from Azur, things he's learned in his many, many, many years traveling the world. Guy who's been tape traded for generations, now with a trapezius clutch. That will numb your entire body, send shockwaves through your soul. Oh, and an elbow. So we're just picking apart High Guy here. Oh, and right back to the trapezius. You don't usually hear High Guy writhing in pain like that, but he is feeling it, trying to get out. Oh, going for the mask. Not the most honorable of maneuvers, but smart nonetheless. Corner to corner. No wasted movement from Azur, driving those knees into the ribs. Oh, High Guy able to counter there. Big old splash in the corner. Let's see what High Guy's going to follow up with. An even bigger splash. And a massive chop off the chest. Oh, but Azur just ate that chop like it was dinner. And now Azur firing back with some chops of his own. He's going to humiliate High Guy here. And another chop off the chest. PK to the back, and it doesn't seem like anything High Guy does can slow down Azur for very long. To lock in this butterfly hold. We've seen this. Oh gosh. The angle of the neck, the angle of the shoulders, it's almost like an inverted full Nelson. This butterfly wing lock. We've seen Azur tap people out with this, Azur pass people out with this, Azur injure people with this. And all of this again is because Azur believes that High Guy is the Marshman. High Guy, though, able to use Azur's legs against him. Quick pin, though. Azur out of 40 back to his feet. Another axe handle to the back. More knee strikes. Azur has cage fought in the past. Hammerlock here. Oh, hammerlock guillotine. Another gnarly maneuver. These are not moves you commonly see here in the States. These fans trying to will High Guy back in. I don't know how much the highest guy in the room has left. High Guy was coming out here to get some stuff off his chest, talk about his birthday bash. No, Azur interrupts. Oh, wait a second though. High Guy looking to make it back here. Big sidewalk slam! Enough for a 1 count. High Guy though trying to fire up here. Looking to get more intense. Shot to the stomach there. Shot to the kidney. Club into the back, and High Guy finally looks like he's awake here. What's he thinking about? Against the ropes. Oh, caught! Space Tornado Ogawa, the STO. No matter what High Guy does, Azur just keeps coming. Oh, now what? The lights are off. Wait a second. That's the music of the Marshman. The man that Azur is after. The holder of the UCW Ultimate Championship. We have not seen him in a while. Feel the air getting cold here. Wait a second. There he is. The Marshman is here. The Ultimate Champion. He's got it. Azur staring him down. And I told you it wasn't High Guy. High Guy guys, not Marshman! Zorlo looking to send a message. Wait a second! Matchbook cover! Matchbook cover! High guy pins Azor! High guy pins Azor! Gives the assist to the Marshman, celebrating in the crowd! High guy, if I was you, I would get out of here! And that's exactly what he's gonna do! Marshman just standing on the stage with the championship. And the lights are off again. Now what? Marshman's gone. Azor alone in the ring. Azor is mad. Jimmy's thoroughly rustled.
That's you, Marshman. The time is coming.
Azor, madder than I've ever seen him, but that's all we have for this week's episode of UCW Ultimate Championship Wrestling here on YouTube. Stay tuned for more. I can't believe what we just saw. Marshman makes an appearance. High Guy picks up the win. And don't forget, coming up soon, we will have Adrian Autumn going up against Fabio Slam Stallone. Plus more here on YouTube, and always check out Patreon for some awesome championship matches, including, soon to be up there, J-Rock Daddy versus Eugene. We'll see you next time on UCW Ultimate Championship Wrestling.